From TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, it's a student production from UNF School of Communication. Welcome to Inside Swoop at 90 on location.
Hello and good morning, Ospreys. If you're coming out here to enjoy the Players' Championship, make sure you bring some sunscreen. As you can see around me, we are on a beautiful and peaceful golf course. Now let's get into the sunrise edition of Inside Swoop at 90. A car passing by an Iowa high school released gunfire yesterday, killing one 15-year-old teen and seriously wounding two others. Police say the assumed suspects were arrested on the scene at East High School. No charges have been filed yet. The school district has closed the school for Tuesday. Next, President Joe Biden says he will sign an executive order to regulate the trade of cryptocurrency. According to the Associated Press, the Biden administration believes Russia is surviving through the sanctions thrown their way because of cryptocurrency. Although the order has been in the process of getting signed before the war, it is important more than ever to get that signed now. Finally, the Ukrainian president called out the energy company Shell for associating itself with Russia. The CEO of the company apologized in a statement for buying a cargo of Russian oil last week. Today, Shell has announced they are cutting ties with Russia and are not buying their oil and natural gas. They also have shut down their stations, aviation fuels, and other businesses in Russia as well. Thanks for your time, Ospreys. That's it for this sunrise edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Deja Borden. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.
Hello, Ospreys, and good afternoon. We are here on location at the 17th hole replica at the Players' Championship, here to bring you an edition of Florida Wrap-Up on Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Jessica Kirsch, here to give you the inside scoop on the Inside Swoop. First, in Tallahassee, a senator's personal and disturbing story about stolen nude images that were sold online has now led to the passing of a bill Tuesday evening. The bill, sponsored by Democratic Senator Lauren Book, became a victim in an extortion attempt by the Broward County teenager. The teen threatened to release images that were stolen from her. The bill was passed unanimously in the House, and it now goes to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk. In other news, right here in Jacksonville, the Jaguars are using their franchise tag on left tackle Cam Robinson for the second straight year, guaranteeing him $16.6 million in 2022. If Robinson does sign the one-year tender, his salary would be fully guaranteed next season. Former Alabama standout has started 61 games over the 5 seasons since being drafted. Bringing him back was also a surprise move, since the Jags drafted Stanford left tackle Walker Little with the 45th overall pick last year. And lastly, in Tallahassee, the Republican-dominated legislation passed the bill nicknamed Don't Say Gay Tuesday. It now moves to the desk of Ron DeSantis and is expected to sign into law. Republican Joe Harding, who's sponsoring the bill, argues that parents should be the ones to discuss sexual orientation and gender identity with their children, and not educators. In addition, Harding states that it would not prevent discussions, but rather prevent districts from integrating subjects into the curriculum. Well, Ospreys, that's it for this edition of Florida Wrap-Up on Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Jessica Krush, and I'll see you next time.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Bella Casapow here at the Players' Championship with Inside Swoop in 90. As you can see around me, we're here at the beautiful golf course today, and let's get into the International Swoop update. Iran's paramilitary launches a second satellite into space amid negotiations with the US on nuclear weaponry. AP reports that Iran officials say the satellite has no military capabilities. US officials say the satellite can be beginning steps towards possible ballistic weaponry. In other news, 6 US government computer networks are compromised following hacks led by the Chinese government. Officials say amid the Russia-Ukraine crisis, cybersecurity threats from countries other than Russia are always a possibility. AP reports that hackers exploited a software malware that can be present in millions of devices in the US. And finally, according to the Associated Press, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro says he wants to better current relations with the US amid talks following the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. AP reports both countries held talks regarding rising gas prices. The US has sanctions placed on the country, and Venezuela is one of Russia's top ally in Latin America. Well, thanks for tuning in to this international edition of Inside Swoop in 90 here at the Players' Championship. I'm Bella Casapow, and I'll see you next time.
Hello and good morning, Ospreys. You're tuned in to a sunrise edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Deja Borden, here to give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. We're here at the beautiful golf course at the Players' Championship. The championship had a late start this morning due to some heavy showers, and we're expecting some rainfall later. And now, on to the show. Ukrainian and Western officials are now calling for Vladimir Putin to be charged with war crime after a bomb on a maternity hospital in Mariupol, killing 3 people on Wednesday. One of the 3 people killed was a child. An additional dozen people were wounded by the airstrike as well. 2 other hospitals were bombed in a city west of Kyiv. Next, Jussie Smollett will hear back from a judge today about whether he will be spending 3 years in prison. He was charged with 5 counts of disorderly conduct for lying to the police in January 2019. Smollett said that he was attacked by racist and homophobic men. Later, police said he was lying. According to the Associated Press, it is believed he will still deny his role in lying to the police in that case. Finally, Wall Street had a lower than expected turnout this morning. This is mostly due to the fact that oil prices are still skyrocketing. Economists say this is due to future contract negotiations and other factors. European countries, however, are expected to feel a bigger shock to their economy because they rely on most of their oil coming from Russia. Thanks for your time, Ospreys. That's it for this sunrise edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Deja Borden. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.
Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to a special edition of Inside Soup in 90. I'm Bella Casapow, and we're here out on location at a rainy Players' Championship where play has been temporarily suspended due to lightning and thunder. Now for an international news update. Kamala Harris speaks at Warsaw amid ongoing disagreement with Poland over fighter jets. According to AP, Harris is calling for an international investigation into Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Harris also denounces Russian forces bombing civilian buildings, including a maternity hospital that left 17 injured. In other news, Taiwanese officials say the possible invasion from China will be a, quote, disaster for all sides. AP reports that China's support of Russian forces amid its invasion of Ukraine brings attention to Beijing's handle of Taiwan. The Chinese government has expressed it will employ, quote, peaceful means in bringing Taiwan under Chinese control. And finally, according to AP, Brazilian citizens are protesting a bill promoting deforestation of indigenous areas. The bill is largely supported by farmers who would use the land for agriculture. However, amid the ongoing Russia-Ukraine crisis, Brazilian farmers may not be getting fertilizer that's required for farming from Russia. Well, Ospreys, that's it for this edition of Inside Soup in 90. I am Bella Casapow, and I'll see you next time.
Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to a weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90, live on location at the Players' Championship. I'm Haley Jones, here to bring you the top weather news and the local forecast. First, in world weather today, severe tornadoes hit central Iowa this weekend, killing 7. Authorities say that 4 of the deceased came from the same family. Father Michael Bolger, his 2 children, Kenley and Owen, and grandmother Melissa Basley tried to take shelter in the pantry of their home with the rest of their family when the tornado struck with winds of up to 170 miles per hour. The surviving family is in recovery from their injuries. Taking a look at today's weather in Jacksonville, this morning will be mostly cloudy, and there's a chance of showers this afternoon. High temperatures will reach about 80. There's a possibility of rain this evening as well, and after midnight you might see some patchy fog. Lows will be in the mid-60s. And heading into this week's forecast, Wednesday will be partly sunny in the morning, but most of the day there's a chance for rain. It's going to be a rainy week, Ospreys. We're likely to get rain Thursday, Friday, and Saturday too. Sunday will be cool and clear, with highs only reaching the upper 50s, and Monday will be mostly sunny, with highs up into the 60s. That does it for this weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. Have a great day, Ospreys. I'm Haley Jones, and I will see you next time. Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to a weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90, live on location at the Players' Championship. I'm Haley Jones, here to give you the top weather news and the local forecast. Heavy snowfall in Colorado allowed a team of firefighters to carry out a prescribed forest burn in an attempt to curb wildfires. The effort is part of President Biden's $50 million plan to reduce the density of forest in zones likely to catch fire. Snow makes this job much easier, but due to the changing weather patterns of climate change, it's not always available. As the window for controlled burns shrinks, Workers hope for more snow so they can get the job done. Taking a look at today's weather, it'll be mostly cloudy with highs in the mid 80s. There's a 50% chance of rain this morning and afternoon, and thunderstorms may produce strong wind gusts of up to 25 miles per hour. Showers will continue into the evening with a chance of thunderstorms again after midnight. Lows tonight will drop into the mid 60s. And finally, in our 7-day outlook, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will all be rainy days with highs in the 70s and upper 60s. Skies should be clear by Sunday, and temperatures will cool down into the mid 50s in the day. As we head into spring break, Monday and Tuesday will be mostly sunny days with highs in the 60s and 70s and a slight chance of showers on Tuesday. That does it for this weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. Have a great day, Ospreys. I'm Haley Jones, and I'll see you next time.
Hey there, Ospreys. I'm River Cordova, bringing you a special edition of Inside Swoop in 90. As you can see, the Players' Championship is officially underway, with star golfers from around the world competing for $20 million in winnings. Now for today's sports news. Seattle Seahawks are letting go of two of their star Super Bowl winning players, Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner. Both players were integral parts of their Seahawks 2013 Super Bowl victory and were staples of the Seahawks game for the last 10 seasons. Quarterback Russell Wilson was traded to the Denver Broncos, and Wagner was released by the team, leaving fans unsure of what choices will be made to rebuild. In other news, Gonzaga won the West Coast Championship on Tuesday, beating St. Mary's 82-69. This increases Gonzaga's likelihood of being a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament and is a good sign for Gonzaga fans hoping for a March Madness run. Andrew Nembhard scored 19 points for the Zags, and Rasir Bolton put up 18 points to keep Gonzaga on pace to keep the lead, despite St. Mary's attempts to slow down Gonzaga's momentum. And finally, Aaron Rodgers says he will stick with the Packers for his 18th season, after many were questioning Rodgers' future in the NFL. The 38-year-old quarterback agreed to a $200 million 4-year contract, but has yet to sign the contract officially. Rodgers says his relationship with the team management is improving, and he seems excited about the future of him with the team, saying they have a good shot at the Super Bowl. Well, that's another edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm River Cordova. Thank you for watching. See you next time.